to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to...
You know, Fortnite would be dope if they was to put, like, expansion backpacks on here for more stuff. But then that would be kind of OP. I think that would be beyond OP.
This game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So North Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Burton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll take it in, and Howson. Touchdown, UNC! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Stanford's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets it out fast.
Right there,
He'll have
man.
enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Right there.
Touchdown, Cardinal. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Burton. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going for 6.
Oh.
The end zone is picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Damn,
Got him
man.
downfield. Open space at the 25. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, my God.
He's got an open man. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Trying to bully their way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Drop the ball, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, it's a pick. He threw it right into the double cover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble.
That was terrible. I don't know what you're doing with that dude.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And that is no good.
You ain't got the fight. Are you serious?
Still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and he'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up and see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Thank
his
you.
man.
They'll
knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive.
Smoked it. Come on.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Now the pitch. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got it behind the line. It's Avery.
Come on.
Loses his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in there. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing.
Yes! That is what I'm talking about!
Well, they say low man wins, and on that third down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice.
That is what I'm talking about.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. to go up top on first down.
Oh, no.
Gets rid of it.
Oh,
He
right, the
can't
wrong
find
way.
anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Burton. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turn.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They're able to get him stopped just
Wow, that's not a first?
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to bully their way for the
Shoot.
first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. He's looking to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll run it.
Oh, he was right
How
there.
about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to surge it in.
Let's go.
Down Tar Heel. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The AT unit on the field.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire.
Come here.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Ball's at the 29.
Oh,
Defense
so
can taste
good.
getting off the field. It's
Oh.
3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab.
Hey, man.
A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's
Thank God I touched the
and a
controller.
good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline, or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
A little screen to the running back.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's a good stop right there. Come on.
The chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a great pass to marker. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And they trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Looking to throw again. And he can't get it all taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Knock that down.
Get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him.
Come here.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Burton. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Going for the big play. He's
Oh, he caught it.
the 30. And what a huge
Oh my gosh.
jump. It's
That was
just
a second
exactly
drive.
what you need to move the ball down the field. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right.
What in the world?
Big tight end on the corner route.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Thank you.
He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Let's it go to the end zone.
Oh, my God.
Cardinal. They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they tacked on the extra point. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Leaves it with the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, UNC! They got the score.
I'm not doing that all the time.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense. And
Oh, my God, flag!
Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Jesus, man.
They need
Kick
this
the
extra
field goal.
point to send it to double overtime. And he tacks on the extra point.
Man. Jesus.
1 extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Burton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Tar Heels have moved it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the play.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime.
Yes, Mommy. Oh, wait, we got it. Maybe we do got to go for 2.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2.
Oh, we do, okay.
Finds his tight end. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat.
There we go.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that quick.
One stop.
Those plays over the middle.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.